So I've been wanting to make a video about this dripper for some time now. This is the CAFEC Deep 27 flower dripper. And as you can see, it's got a pretty interesting shape. It's quite upright, and the reason why it's called Deep 27 is it's quite deep and it has a 27-degree angle. So if you would put it beside an origami, for example, you can see that it's quite narrow and quite tall. As you can imagine, this is going to make for quite a different way of brewing. What I've found to be one very nice, interesting use of this dripper is when I'm trying out new beans, or if I want to make just a small cup or small dose of coffee. Because it's so deep and it's so narrow, you can brew with just a small dose of coffee and still get the same results as if you were brewing with a larger dose. Typically with something like this, like an origami or a V60, normally you would be brewing something like 15 grams of coffee, even up to 20 grams of coffee for this size. With the Deep 27, because it is so tall and narrow, you can use very small doses of coffee. And that's why it's great for tasting new coffee, and I would even dare say it's a good alternative to coffee cupping. This is something that you can use, 12 grams of coffee, 10 grams, 8 grams. But I have seen a video from Brian Kwan where he used 6 grams of coffee, and that's what we're going to try tonight. We're going to brew just 6 grams of coffee of these two beans from Kennta Roast. It was sent to us by Miss Cañas from Singapore. This is not something I can easily get on my own anytime I want, so I've been trying to save it up, and brewing just 6 grams of coffee sounds a good idea for these beans. First bean is from Costa Rica, Mirazu. This is from the Mirazu de Capital, Catajo. It's a light roast coffee. Its notes mentions blueberry, chocolate, red wine, rum, and starfruit. I have brewed this coffee before using a different brewer as recommended by Ken of Kennta Roast, but I haven't tried it with the Deep 27 yet. The other coffee is from Colombia, Finca Paraiso, Flor, Lichi. It has notes of rose, lychee, peach, strawberry, and milk. Very interesting. So we're gonna try brewing these two fairly light, medium light roasts with this dripper. One thing that's also interesting about this dripper, the reason why it's called the flower dripper, it has these flower ribs. As you can see from the box, the flower ribs apparently allows more air between the dripper and the filter, which supposedly allows the coffee to expand better as it is being brewed. You do need CAFEC's very own filters for this, the Deep 27 filter, because it is a very unique size and shape. So let's start brewing. So first, let's measure 6 grams of these Costa Rica terrazzo beans from Kennta Roast. These beans smell amazing. They smell like a lot of berries and tropical fruits and milk chocolate. So and then we are going to grind this very fine. We're gonna try 3.0 on the Timor Chestnut CS3. Very fine for pour over, but for this dripper you need something fine, especially on a light roast like this one. said earlier, we do need to use this special Abaca CAFEC Deep 27 filters. As you can see, the shape is quite different. I wouldn't even bother rinsing these filters, at least for me. Just make sure they're nicely fit in there. On this side, we have the Costa Rica, and then we're going to measure another 6 grams of the Kennta Roast, Colombia. This is from Colombia, Finca Paraiso, Flor, Lichi. This smells a lot fruitier, very sweet berries. Yeah, it does smell like strawberry milk. Now we're going to heat our water pretty hot, about 96 degrees. If you can see, since we only put 6 grams of coffee, the coffee bed is actually pretty low, which means we can't pour very low because of the height of this dripper, but that's okay. For the first pour, we're only going to do 50 grams of water and gonna wait 1 minute. So let's start. And we're going to do the same for this 50 grams. Just gonna wait for 1 minute. Pour another 50 grams. And do the same here. Typical brew time is around 2 minutes, so I think this is done. The one on the right is the Costa Rica. Again, the notes is blueberry, chocolate, red wine, rum, starfruit. When I tried brewing this using a different brewer, I did get a lot of that red wine taste. It reminded me of sangria, very fruity, fresh sangria. Smells very fruity. And the one on the right is the Colombia. The tasting notes is rose, lychee, peach, strawberry milk. Immediately this smells a lot more floral. Like rose petals, very sweet, fragrant petals, and strawberries. If you were to give this cup to someone who hasn't tried specialty coffee before, they would probably think this is tea. Let's try and taste it. Still pretty hot. There's a little more toasted notes to it, I guess because of the temperature. Again, this is the Costa Rica beans from Kennta Roast. And it tastes like very fresh sangria. There's definitely those red wine notes to it, and it has a chocolate finish, like a dark chocolate finish. And then on the Colombia beans from Kennta Roast, again, just the smell of this is so floral. It smells like petals, rose petals, and it tastes like roses. This is amazing. It has that strawberry acidity, also very sweet. So because I really enjoy brewing with the Deep 27, getting a lot of sweet, very pleasant flavors, we're gonna do another set of beans. This time the coffee from my favorite coffee from Rositas Coffee Roasters, the Granja Paraiso 92 Orange Bourbon. This is from the famous producer Wilton Benitez. It smells like oranges and nuts, and some chocolate notes. So let's see how this will taste like with the D27. So let's heat up our water back to 96. Get a different glass. I'm just gonna use the same dripper that I used earlier. Not even gonna rinse it. Just gonna put new filters. So this is my last bottle of this beans. I've been saving it up because we're not getting it until the next harvest. This is the Granja Paraiso. It's coffee, and this is what I like about this dripper as well. It's okay to have those grinds, those fines. You're still gonna get a good flow rate. It's not gonna stall. Our water is back at 96. Let's reset our scale, start the timer, pour 50 grams of water. 50 grams of water for the first pour. And as you can see, it's just flowing very quickly. Let's pour 50 grams. So building a total of 100 grams. That water is just flowing very quickly. But we still managed to get a very flat coffee bed. Oh, it smells like oranges. It still tastes like oranges. So there's all that sweetness without any bitterness at all. So there you go. A very easy way to brew a very small dose of coffee. So imagine using this for your geshes, for your rare specialty coffees, something you're not gonna get a lot of all the time. The CAFEC Deep 27 flower dripper, it's amazing to use in small doses of coffee. You can use this like we did for 6 grams of coffee. 6 grams of coffee, 100 grams of water, 2 pours. First pour is 50 grams. The next pour is another 50 grams. And there you will have 100 grams of very delicious coffee. So again, we want to thank our friends at Rositas Coffee Roasters for sending us these delicious beans, but also the CAFEC Deep 27 introducing us to this amazing dripper. Here in the Philippines, it is distributed by JG Agritech or John Goshen. You can find it in Shopee, in Lazada. They are the official distributor here in the Philippines, a partner of CAFEC Japan. So go try this dripper and see you in the next video.